There's an interesting approach. Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, so situation number 2. This is the customer has an opinion about what's wrong. What would you say?
I agree, but let's make sure.
All right, I agree, but let's make sure. Let's pause here for a moment. Can I jump on that for a second? Because there's a key word there. There's a key word there that if we shift that one word, and I'm going to ask the rest of you to see this in your own work, changes this entire statement. What's that word?
But.
But. Okay, so say it again, but exchange but for and.
I agree, and let's make sure.
Keep your butts out of it.
Oh, however is another way to say but.
Yeah, but it's going to create the same feeling. Unless I just said but. But is an eraser word. Okay, so whatever you said before that tends to get negated. It's a really nice house, but what the heck are you thinking with these floors? Right? You might as well not say it. Don't give a compliment followed by a but. It's not, because then you're going to delete the compliment with the but. Now, you could think of a way to use this to your advantage. I understand that you think it's expensive, but I'm here today, right? So that's a different way of using it. Let's use the but deliberately to erase that. Okay, that's a possibility. But in this circumstance, just switch the word but for and, and you got it. Right? So that we don't negate what they did. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, you could be right. So let's go take a look. Simple as that. Okay? Really simple language tool here. Be aware of that. Be really aware of that but as you hear it come up. Especially if you're responding to something they said. I know that you said this, but I'm saying this. We're erasing their words. That's the one I want.
And that's also one of those words that you can use unknowingly a lot.
Yes. Yes.
It could be this, but it might actually be that, but
Yeah.
I need to check this. You know, it's just one of
It's
those
a
words
revolving door.
you need to erase that one.
It does.
from the
Just get it out of
vocabulary.
there and you'll notice, if you haven't already, that I use the word and like crazy. Someone will offer something and I'll say, yes, thank you, and then I'll jump straight in, right? Emphasizing the and. Because what does that do to their comment that you just made? It agrees with it. And now I'm doing something called appreciate. This appreciation is different than gratitude. You know that? I appreciate something is different than I am grateful for something. What does appreciation do to the thing?
Value.
It adds value. When things appreciate, they go up in value. I bought this property and it's appreciated. What does that mean? It's now worth more. So and has an appreciation effect on the previous comment. You'll appreciate, you'll improve the value of what they said. Acknowledge and appreciate. All right? It's really simple. Just keep your butts out of it. That's the simple little language tool that will stick. That will stick in your head way more than anything else that I said. Keep your butts out of it. Situation number 3, this is the recall or the over, the callback. What would you say? I apologize, let's get it right. Yeah, some variation of that, that's it. Just apologize. What if it wasn't your company?
I would swap over to the FLP and say,
Exactly the same thing.
I'm really sorry that this has been such a waste of your time.
Yeah, let's go get it fixed.
Yeah.
It's just cut right to it.
But,
Let's just get to it. Right? Yeah. Because standing there and explaining. Now here's the trap that we fall into. You may have noticed this in your own notes, and I won't ask you to say so if you did, but you'll know who you are. Sometimes we get into this trap of wanting to protect ourselves from the possibility that we might need to charge them again. What if it's not a callback? Anybody have that go through their mind? Yeah, so then we go into this big defensive thing, right? Now we're back over to Veer over here, right? Defend, explain, excuse. Well, I'm sorry that you're having this, but let me just let you know that if it's not something that I can get, then we're going to, like, what's the customer here? You just want to charge me again. Son of a gun. Like, what are we even, we're standing at the front step and you're telling me you're going to charge. No, a callback is a callback until proven otherwise. That's it. That's what they said that it is, that's what it is. Because you don't have anything else to go on. Then you go, you look, you uncover, and it's not a callback, then it's not a callback. Then you got to back up and deal with it. Which is much easier to do at that point because they already trust you more because you didn't do it at the front door. Right? So just watch for that. Callback is a callback. Proven otherwise. Just deal with it as such. Like, oh wait, that would have taken care of that, so what do you wanna do today? Right, now we have an entirely different conversation that we get to have as a result. What questions, comments do you have on that? All right, so that's empathy. Empathy is the underlying tone, the current of our entire call. Always want to take that position of empathy with the customer that keeps us with them. We're not fighting against them, we're doing that. So that just stays with us through the rest of the call.
Well, when it comes to what you're saying, don't try to address whether it's not a callback, but it's gonna be such and such.
Not at the front door. If it's been, if they're, and it depends how your company handles this, if the call that you're getting is being labeled as callback, it's callback until you're actually standing at the thing that says it's not a callback. Yep, so it's just a callback until that moment. And then that's when you say, okay, so now we gotta go back and and then figure out how you're gonna provide options against that callback and what you're gonna do next. And you dive back into the services, yes.
I have one more thing, because I think empathy is like one of the greatest tools that, but if you're just using it as a rehearsed language, it doesn't mean anything if you don't have the body language that's actually truly associated with it. So the body language that goes along with that
Yes.
is what really sells it.
Yes, and when it's genuine, so when you're actually feeling it, your body language will be there with it, right? This triangle will do its work, and I'm feeling empathy right now. That's a sense of physiology, there's some physiology attached to that, there's language and there's focus. Right? You get those things in line and you're now feeling empathetic, and that is, without a doubt, is one of the most powerful selling tools that we have. And again, if you ever want to feel empathy for someone else, just know that if you were them, you'd be doing and saying exactly what they're doing and saying. Exactly. And the only reason you're doing and saying what you're doing and saying is because you're you. That's it. You don't have an advantage over anyone else or a disadvantage over anyone else. They're not good or bad, neither are you. You're just what you are. You're just who you are right now. That's it. And with that awareness, you can choose and